How's it going? Today's 11th of March, Monday, and we are taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities are available out there. There should be a lot of opportunities in Wales, but let's take a look at some of the mail that was sent to me, and let's review some of those and see perhaps we can take part in some of those. I'll be reviewing this email, right? So let's take a look at the first one, that to the Welsh government and SBRI. I have reached out to this organization. Seems that as of now, the process of doing business together, they need to present everyone with this any opportunity. You cannot reach out to them and suggest your own project. They need you. Right? So it's at least what I was told by administration staff. So perhaps that's a process. If that's a process, let's review what they have and or recognize what kind of issues they have within some of the sectors, right? That would be Dominic Cleary, care, innovation. Okay. So it's perhaps for some, right? The main obstacles being it's very hard to scale this industry, very hard. If you don't, perhaps as of now, haven't thought about it, but it's very hard. Let's progress to the next one. Next one, that would be 5.9 million given to organizations investing in research and innovation, which is great, but funding to Welsh Blood Services for equipment to improve care of patients and or innovate to develop more sustainable poultry farming at okay. Just of two of the organizations supported. Okay. Just because I've been reviewing some documents, perhaps I can touch on that for people who are interested in this industry, right? I kind of know a lot of things within this industry, so I can briefly touch on that. There might be some opportunities there, right? About over 50 organizations have benefited from the Smart Capital Equipment Fund. So perhaps they looking and or recognizing a process, right? Within the contract, perhaps they would ask for company to be based within a particular region, or if you cannot necessarily everyone can take part in this. I wish they could. You could ask me, everyone can. But perhaps within the contract there are some limitations there. Structure of the company, who and how you're going to be solving some of those problems. But before reading it, we can touch on or take a look at standards when it comes to poultry, something I was reviewing yesterday. Since I was reviewing it, I was translating a lot of standards and I'm looking to perhaps deliver some projects within the space. I think it's a very important problem, but I don't know yet, as of yet, if I will do anything. If I think it's a big problem, perhaps these people think that it's a big problem within this sector as well. But let's see how we can solve this problem. Standards that I was taking a look at yesterday, perhaps if you would like to tackle this problem, right? Perhaps that could be a process of taking a look at how to solve this problem, right? I would highly recommend and take a look at or familiarize yourself with the standards, right? If it would be or you would be looking to introduce new processes, right? There are existing standards. I think there was defined. It would not within this standard. I have reviewed so many of those yesterday. There was number of freedoms, right? That you need to give to livestock. No, still livestock is something I was reviewing yesterday. It would be okay. That might be important, right? So 5 freedoms, right? First of all, I think before saying me take a look at standards, right? Let's acknowledge this. I don't know if this part is within the standard. I don't know, but let's acknowledge that. Then we take a look at welfare of animals. That would be 5 freedoms: freedom to hunger or thirst, freedom from hunger and thirst, freedom from discomfort, freedom from pain and injury or disease, freedom from express normal behavior, freedom of fear or distress. 5 freedoms, that will be very important. So if you were to present anyone with any solutions, you need to understand those 5 freedoms. Freedom, I was joking around freedom of expression, right? But either way, someone put this thing together, which might be important. Once that's been said, right? Let's come back to take a look at these standards Those five, I think it's UK, but I don't know. I was taking a look at different governments and how they would be defining those standards and how different processes can look like, right? Those five freedoms should be at the core of you designing anything, right? So once that been said, we can progress the poultry meat marketing standards, right? It's something that I was reviewing, and it would be last time updated 5th of January 2024. So it might be up to date, but depending on when you are watching this video, right? So how the process would look like, I could briefly touch on that, but again, it depends on the market, what you're looking to do, and as well as recently they made some changes, right? As well as when it comes to labeling of potentially your production, that will be very important, right? There's a new labeling system as well as UK leaving EU. EU was sharing some information about new processes. They were defining as three different areas. That's a EU definition, right? Then selling to UK. So what I'm saying is depending on the government and from where to where and what you're gonna be doing, there might be some that would not necessarily be up to date within the standard, but either way, that would be something where you can potentially begin. Since I was taking a look at European laws and UK, my house like different things. It was said that UK have higher standards, but I don't know when it comes to looking after animals. I don't know. I can argue, but this is what was defined from someone from UK. So I thought I would take a look at what's been defined over in Europe. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not as of now. I don't know. But either way, let's progress and take a look at that. Something that I was reviewing yesterday that would be won't be covering everything. The entire document is very long, right? I would be touching on this and perhaps one more part, and we're gonna come back into this opportunity, something that was outlined perhaps what they would like to purchase and all of those kind of things, right? We're gonna come back to that in just a second. Let's touch on this poultry meat optional indication certificate, right? As well as they might be looking to additional information and who gonna be overseeing all the processes and then entering and or leaving different governments. There might be additional information there that needed. There's a lot of information, but I think most important is I'll finish on contact information. So if it's something yourself you might be interested in, I'll touch on the where and who you can reach out to if you have any question or up-to-date documents or very specific questions. Let's touch on that, and from there, let's come back to your article, what was outlined within Wales. Briefly, we're going to take a look at the full article, right? If it would be perhaps already money been allocated to support some of the businesses, or meaning, not necessarily that they would be interested in supporting more of those businesses. That might be a case. Once that been said, we can take a look at Wales Innovate. We can take a look at that. But if anything, we can take a look at around Bristol area. Perhaps there might be, I believe, south Bristol or north Somerset, that area or council, due to a lot of land, right? Not necessarily that it's densely populated areas. Perhaps they're more likely that that's a council, not necessarily in the city center. That makes sense. Perhaps this area might be considering similar opportunities, or perhaps it should. Perhaps let's see if we can put things together and reach out to this council. But let's do that in the next video, right? And within this video, perhaps we can close on taking a look at, I know I can share more information about some of the finance. It's already been allocated. So it's just chasing ghosts, so to say, right? Either let's try to create new opportunities, right, if we can. Thanks for watching. See you next one.